Okay, hi everybody. I believe I was just talking to myself for the past 5 minutes. Welcome to my stream. I will be getting started in a couple minutes. I do need to get some things set up in OBS, and I figure while I'm here dicking around, I will, you know, just do it live on stream. It's been about, I don't know, maybe a month and a half since the last time I streamed, so this has been a while. I will not be using a cam today. I was up very early picking my girlfriend off the side of the highway because she forgot to put the gas cap on her car, so there's all types of alarms, and she freaked out, so I am a train wreck today. Alright, we got YouTube chat up, and we are joined by, we have somebody. Alejandro, my friend. Welcome. Welcome to the Orca Theory stream. We'll be getting going in a couple minutes with actual Dead Cells gameplay. I'm still getting some stuff set up on my end, specifically audio. It looks like I have audio going out to you guys. Alejandro, if you could be a good friend and let me know if you can hear my voice. I haven't run this audio setup in a little over a month and a half, so if you can hear me, type in potato pancakes. Something stereotypically Polish, I guess. And you should only hear my voice. I have no music playing at this point. Usually I play music before I start my stream, but today I do not, because, hey, still getting going. So while I'm getting some of this stuff set up, because I use Streamlabs to kind of keep track of things going on in stream, and I haven't used their site in a while, and they've updated some things, so I'm just kind of making sure everything is more or less okay. If anybody joins in the chat, I do plan on playing Dead Cells for a while. Unfortunately, it can get kind of boring. I like the game, and I'll talk a lot about the game once I start playing it, but it can get kind of boring at times. So if you would like to see a different game, please let me know. I will put some options in the chat once I bring up what games. Okay, folks, I'm back. Sorry about that. Once again, I was on my standard kind of recording settings for my other projects. This looks to be a little bit healthier, so I'm gonna run with these settings. Your picture may not be crystal clear. That's part of the reason why I use a smaller reduced image, also because I like to have the chat log on the left, and then just room for notifications, stuff like that. At some point, I will start using my my face cam again, but I just don't feel like it today, as I explained a little bit earlier. We're gonna get going in a second with starting with some Dead Cells, which is a game that I firmly enjoy. Oh man, it's been a long time. There we go. Dead Cells, it's a Dead Cells. Dead Cells, it's a Dead Cells. It's a Dead Cells. Okay. Let's get that going here. Fantastic. Looks good on my end. Hopefully you guys will be getting it in a second. I do want to turn music back up just a little bit. I'm going to keep it somewhat down. The music in this game is okay. I wouldn't write home about it, honestly. So, we'll start playing as people start hopping in the chat. Stop by, say hi. I am pretty friendly. Usually. Typically. We should be having a few guests come join us, hopefully. But otherwise, welcome to Dead Cells. We are gonna start. I did have a run going. I'm just gonna start again from the starting area. This is a procedurally generated game, like other roguelites. This has got some neat twists to it. People have compared this to Dark Souls, and I don't think that's entirely wrong. Sorry, I just need to increase the volume on my end, because I can't hear my own game. There we go. But yeah, they're not totally wrong. There is a lot of Dark Souls here, but it is not entirely like a Soulsborne game. And you'll see as we go, it's got a lot more of a rogue legacy in here. I still don't know what this door means. If anybody wants to tell me what that door is, let me know in the comments. These secrets. This starting area usually has a ton of secrets, for whatever reason. I can guess the reason, but... And I'm not completely blitzing my way through the starting area. There are timer doors, which I find is a really cool mechanic, but the more I engage with those timer doors, the more disappointed I am. I'd rather just take my time through these things. Whoop. Nice dodge. Now, do I want this shield? Damage plus 5%. Yeah, you know what? We'll take it. Ooh. That's a good skill. I like Knife Storm. Oh, and it's Knife Storm too. Sick. Knife Storm just sends out knives in all directions around you. Really nice for kind of panicky situations. Oh, this heart is awesome. If you get down to 0 HP, then it just automatically resurrects you on the spot and freezes the enemies around you for whatever reason. It's a neat thing. Here's the secret right here. Whoop! I want to get bombed. Ooh! Press the wrong button. I always do that with shields, though. Grudar, my man! How are you? It's been a long time. Let me know how the stream health is, because I messed up with the settings when I first logged in, so... Picture ain't gonna be pretty, but I at least got it somewhat moving. I almost never go to the toxic sewers right away, but screw it, we're here now. Oh, I'm so close. So close. Yeah, so as I was explaining, this game is a lot like Rogue Legacy in that you get blueprints for different items like you do in Rogue Legacy, and those cells that you get, the actual dead cells, you can use them to unlock perks for them. You know, stat increases, so they do more damage. If you don't have one, like these green ones here, I don't have yet. I haven't gotten their skills, or like this grenade for whatever reason. There is kind of a, I don't want to call it castrated Estus system, but that's kind of what it is. Where you get a limited amount of healing potions that you can use throughout an individual zone, and this is the one that I'm looking for, because this will let me have 3 charges, and that's baller. That's sick. And here you recharge your health flask, your Estus system. So yeah, well, like my main criticism with this game, because somebody sold it to me on like the Souls premise. You know, they know I'm a sucker for Souls games, and they're like, "Oh, this game plays like Souls," and it doesn't play like Souls. It's got a lot of Souls-inspired things, but it's not a full game. Come on, there we go. It is Rogue Legacy with better combat. Oh, oh, jeez. Oh, jeez. What I do like is that they did take the Bloodborne rally system, where if you do get damaged, you can recover that. So you saw, like, I got hit and there was that orange bar. You can recover what is in that orange bar, which is nice. I like that a lot. Whoop! Okay, seems fine. Thanks, Grudar. Just let me know. My internet today isn't really all that great, so... blocked. I wonder if you can parry projectiles like that. I haven't really experimented with the parry system. There is one. I just haven't really experimented. I've been playing this game, I think I've got 10 hours logged in to Steam so far. What in the world? Okay. And it's good. Like, this is an early access game that I can totally get behind. Normally with early access games, I'm really, like, on the fence about them. They have to have quite the pedigree to really sell me. This game does it. Like, this is, like, if you're into roguelites, especially games that are very similar to Rogue Legacy, if you liked Rogue Legacy, you're gonna love this game. If you like Dark Souls games, you are not going to like this game. But yeah, it's I think $15 right now. Here's the rally system. You see, I just gained a portion of my health back. And I lost the rest. Whoa, bombs. But it's like $15 right now on the Steam sale. That's why I picked it up now. I waited. And $15 is a good price point for an early access game, if you ask me. Especially one of this kind of quality. Because this is a very, very quality game. Already. It's not even completely, like, stocked up yet. Although it did just get a big update, like, 2 days ago. Which I was surprised, because I had bought the game, put in, like, 4 or 5 hours, and then like, oh, here's an update. And I was like, shit, I'm still getting used to this. There are also some light Metroidvania things. Like, you'll find these little pedestals, and you saw, like, I activated a vine climb system. You can find runes that will let you interact with that. I only have the vine one. I haven't gotten this electrical one yet. I assume there are others. But this game is kind of hard. But it's hard in typical roguelite fashion. It's a lot like Isaac, where you can tell from Isaac, you know, like the first couple of rooms, whether or not your run's gonna be any good. And same thing with this game. Now, you can make it work off skill alone, but that, like, every once in a while I'll get a roll and I'll just be like, oh no, dumb. Like, right now, I'm doing okay because that Twin Dagger is awesome. It's got one of the best move sets because of that third strike critical hit. But I don't have a ton else that's really worthy to write home about. You know, I'm gonna go down here. And there is a lot of exploration. A lot of exploration in this game. Which I like. And because all the levels are procedurally generated, there's common themes. Like this toxic sewer plays pretty similarly each time, but you never really know what's coming up. Oh, and here we go. I got an upgraded Twin Dagger. And you can tell I've got 1 and then 4. What's the big difference? 100% damage on a burning target with the new one. So what I'm going to be looking for is some sort of item that can help me inflict fire damage. Whether that be an actual fire grenade, or there is a, like, Molotov cocktail that you can get. Yeah, and this is one of the runes right here. Normally that thing, you just kind of tickle it. It's cute. And this leads me up here, which maybe is the critical path? It's always tough. What's nice, too, which I think is, you know, very similar to Rogue Legacy, is this teleport system where you find one and you can just teleport back and forth. So, like, we're back there. I totally missed that meat grinder. Let's go back and get it. Oh, I can't get it because it's behind the thing. But you can see how it works. If you find a shop, you can go back to it basically right away. Does it play better with controller over keyboard and mouse? Actually, this is my first time playing it with, like, a strictly classic controller. I've been playing it with my Steam controller, and it plays like a dream on that thing. Like, honestly. I haven't done the keyboard and mouse setup. Oh, yes! New blueprint. I found a rare blueprint. It's a rapier. Which means I absolutely have to survive to the end of the level. This is kind of... I keep saying it's not a Souls game, but it is a Souls game in that it's very combat heavy. And like other Souls games, you really don't want to be messing around with a mouse and keyboard. It's designed around a controller setup. Let's see what this thing does. Bleeding target. That's the big hammer weapon. You know what? I'll show it off, because I don't know if everybody in stream here has seen these weapons yet. I can pick up the shield again later. The hammers are, I think, the second to last slowest weapon. And they typically always stun if the enemy is over a certain threshold on health. I just don't like them. I don't like their movesets. Every time I see the hammer, it's like, oh, really? Okay, so here's the end of the level, and I just got a blueprint. But I also haven't seen everything to do in this level, and I am rocking no upgrades. So, before I continue, I'm gonna go back a little bit. And I've used, what, 1 health potion so far? So, I've got room to grow. Man, that third strike, critical, off the twin dagger, I love it. Oh. And I've got 20 dead cells on me, which is a lot. That'll get me that 3rd health potion, I think. I think I was close enough. Whoop! Those blue orbs, those are your... I was talking about the upgrade inventory thing. That's your currency for that. So, like, not, as you've probably seen if you've been watching me for the last couple minutes, not every enemy drops one. But the longer you spend in a level, the more that will drop. Oh, shit! I got critical hit. You can see above my head, one of my items is currently giving me ×2 damage, and it's my twin dagger ×4. You can see that. It says damage dealt ×2, damage received ×2. So that's why I received a critical hit right there. So, maybe it would be wise to go back and... Oh, no. Go back and get that, that hammer. I've been actually doing a pretty decent job of avoiding damage so far. And I actually gained a lot of my health back from that initial hit. So I maybe... Oh, shop. Sick. And I can't afford anything. So this is one of those upgrade things. You can see right where my weapons are in the bottom left. Above my weapon says 1. And then above my LT and RT buttons, I've got another 1. You can upgrade those, so you can upgrade your weapon strength, your skill strength, and you can upgrade your maximum health using these scrolls of power. And there are specific ones, as well as this one, where you get to choose which one. They are super handy. But I'm taking an alternate route. There is an actual kind of progression throughout the game, and I think I'm gonna actually take it. Because this is it. The Ramparts is more or less the 3rd stage, so I think we're gonna do that. I like the Ramparts level a lot. So after you complete a level, you can cash in your dead cells, as we're about to do, and you can cash in any blueprints. The Rapier, inflict a critical hit immediately after rolling. Oh man, that's my aesthetic. That'll be the next priority. I want to get this healing potion level 3, and I'm 9 away, so might as well. Yeah, sick nasty. But that's what kind of blows me away about this game, is that this is an early access game that I'm having a ton of fun with and really interacting with the systems, and the systems are really deep, but it's like it's not done yet. There's a big like warning message at the front of this game that's like, hey, this game's in early access, like we've got about half the content planned, like actually in the game right now. So if you guys want to be patient, but like if this is only half the content, holy crap. Good on them, you know. I mean, they're doing it. They had a vision. They went for it. They took the inspiration from the right places. You could honestly call this game Rogue Legacy 2. Because it plays so much like it. It feels a lot like it. Whoop. It just doesn't have the family mechanic. And the reason I'm going up to every wall is looking for secrets. There will be little rooms that'll pop up. And you can do jumping damage. I don't know if people are noticing that, but you can, like, ground pound. Oh, I hate this guy so much. And those free ground pounds are awesome. I'm trying to get one there. These guys are a problem. These guys are all over the ramparts, and since I'm taking ×2 damage, like I'm playing super safe right now. Yeah. And you see the skills, they actually recharge. There's no quota on them. Once they recharge, you can use them freely again, which is great. There's this guy. There's a scroll power, and that's a good one. That'll upgrade my weapon strength. And they're minimal buffs, but like, who cares? My weapon strength went up. And I can't get those twin daggers because I don't have the correct rune to get in there, so it's supposed to move. I don't even, oh, is this bringing me to, yeah, chest. Let's hope for a new weapon. Nope. Is this, oh, it just, huh, I've never picked up a duplicate like that before. So I've got 2 Knife Storm, one that's better than the other. Yeah, so we're just gonna take the teleporter back up. Kill this guy. And you're probably noticing that a lot of the enemies can be stun locked. That is not always the case. Oh, jeez. I just skipped a beat. Especially some of the, I want to call it like Act 2 enemies. There's a definite change in the game. Oh, no, 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 no. There's a definite change in the game after, like, the first proper, like, health bar boss. I guess we'll call him that. And enemies aren't quite as likely to stagger as they are right now. It also depends on the weapon, too. There's another... Oh, and that's a good one. Because we're going to be using our skills a lot. Do I want anything up there? Probably not. Oh, wow, he got fire damage. Sick. Whoa! Hey, guy. I'm gonna let this guy charge ahead. I hate the shield dudes. They take no frontal damage. Yeah, more knives. Here's a secret. If I slow down a little bit. Okay, so this is one of the time doors. You can see it's red right now because I missed the opportunity. This door was sealed 7 minutes ago. That sucks. They typically only have treasure and cells behind them. So you're meant to just kind of speed run through the initial areas to kind of find these. And they're typically always at the beginning of each zone. You can kind of parse out like, oh, okay. Like on the ramparts, it's usually the first or second tower that you're going to be looking for. I find the rewards to be not all that great, honestly. Because by skipping so much, you're not only missing out on additional dead cells from defeating enemies, but you're also missing out on weapon drops and blueprints. So the only reason I could see going for those is if you're just raw looking for dead cells without any fluff in order to upgrade whatever you're doing. Shit. Don't turn around. Oh, check this out. It's gonna be fun. Yeah! Dick. Continue. Is this bottomless? Oh, shop. We can buy something new here. Decision time. So I could buy an electric whip, a weapon I really don't like. 100% damage on a burning target, but I don't have... same thing with my knives, but... What this will do, if I trade out my twin knives here, I will remove the double damage modifier. But I will be using a weapon that I really do not like. Or I could just use the scroll power to upgrade my weapon strength. I think I'm gonna do that. You know, I could also upgrade my health. You have to kill bosses multiple times. As far as I know. There's only been 2, like, health bar bosses in, like, a Rogue Legacy style. That I've encountered so far, and every single run I have to face that first boss again, every single time. Kind of like I keep like comparing this to like a Souls game. You do learn their moves, and that first guy really only has like 3 or 4 offensive options, so you kind of learn to telegraph them a little bit, and depending on your build, like I'm putting one into strength right now, I'll probably breeze right through him. It's not so much an issue. But it is obnoxious. I kind of wish they would stay dead. Because they don't drop that many dead cells. Honest, like, I think the first boss drops maybe 12, and at this point in the game, 12 doesn't do much for me. But I do need to get to about 5,800 bucks in order to get that whip. Because at this point, I really don't want to be thinking around with these knives anymore. Yeah, see, right there. And I have no enemies for the rally. Shit. And now I'm out of health potions. And I think maybe halfway through the level. Oh, shit. Grab this skill up. Whoa! How do I get you, buddy? Not that way. Whoop. This time. Well, like I was saying, Grudar, like, that first boss really isn't an issue. The only time he's an issue is if I'm blitzing through the game and aren't picking up, like, the better weapons along the way. Like, right now with this build, as long as I don't take a hit because of the double damage, I'll be fine. He's really not that big a deal. Still don't have quite enough. I'm gonna hit the end of the level and then finally be able to go back and get that whip. Hopefully I'll find a better weapon before then so I can save the money and maybe purchase a better, I don't know what the hell, charm? I'm not using my blade storms enough either, which I need to do. Oh shit, saw that coming. What's down here? This guy. He saw me. Woo! Okay, took care of you. Roll through. Oh, shit. Okay, let's scout out. No, I can handle you. Oh, no, 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 no! Okay, get some health back. Okay, so now... Now we're not just going to play cautiously anymore. We're looking for the exit, because I've got a whole bunch of cells here. And I would like to not lose them. We should... Yeah, I think this... Yeah, this is the exit. There's always an elevator at the end of the ramparts. Get that teleport. Do I have enough? I don't have enough to go back and get the electric whip, so... the Black Bridge is that first boss. So Grudar, if you're interested about that first boss and what you're going to be playing every time, here it comes. You get a sip of soda. Man, I miss streaming. Of course, I'll be going in with 3 health flasks now, so that's something. And I want to dump into the rapier, because that's awesome. So let's see if I can avoid taking hits. There's 2 attacks that I'm worried about with this guy. He has a leaping attack, which is kind of fast. And then he has a area of effect that could be kind of troublesome if you're up against the wall. The best strategy for this guy is keep him in the middle. Oh, yeah. Double damage. See, that's the area of effect one. That's the one you don't want to be hit by. And actually, I could just stack this bleeding damage. Yeah, there's the jump. I just have a tough time reading the jump. It's the only one. Yeah, oh! Shit, and he puts on the shield. What I'm hoping for. Yes! Yes! Nope. That's bullshit. Ah! Lost it. It's at ×2 damage. Of course, I was doing double damage. If I had been a little bit more aggressive with him. One of the perks that I picked up right away is the random weapons one. You will always get a starting weapon. You will always get and then you have to pick between a distance and a shield. Two of the perks that I got. I don't know if you could see them from here. I don't think so. You can pick like a random long range weapon, a random starting weapon, because otherwise you're just starting with like a standard sword, and a random shield. I haven't done the random shield one yet because, like, I don't really use shields all that often. And this isn't a good combo. The oiled sword goes really well with fire weapons, so not ice. But I get an infinite freeze blast, so that's kind of cool. Ooh, it's, the only reason he was doing a ton of damage is because I had ×2 damage, like, modifier on me, so. Like, normally he's not a problem. It's just I had bad RNG with the weapons I was picking up. Oh, hey. If you spot these runes, you get a challenge area. I still have yet to beat one of these challenge areas. They are surprisingly difficult. And... oh, yeah, okay. Yep. Can't be hit. Kill all the enemies without being hit. And the one thing I don't like about those challenge areas is the damage sustains. So I took one hit in the challenge area. It is now on my character. Which, I mean, that's an easy fix. I could just go in and patch that. Ooh, blood sword. I like this one. It causes bleeding damage, and it does, I believe, stack with other bleeding types. This might actually be a good combo, the blood sword and the frost blast, because I can freeze them and then bleed them. Yeah, that's good. I'll take it. Bleeding damage is fun. Bleeding damage is good. Whoop. The only problem with the bleeding sword is it's less likely to stagger people. So that's why it's good with the freeze blast. Yeah, sick. Ooh, secret. Malachite. Money. If people would like me to slow down, just let me know in chat, because I am kind of blowing through some of the basic concepts here, like picking up secrets. And that's just because I've been through this area probably close to 200 times at this point, so... like, here's a kebab. That's what I picked up off the wall a little bit earlier. It restores HP, so... you're not just reliant on your healing flask. You can find them out in the world, but you do have to rely on RNG. So just be prepared for that. Don't count on kebabs being everywhere. And actually, what's cool in the options, it asks you at the start of the game, ask your diet. So you can choose. You can choose what kind of food gets dropped for you, which I thought was kind of funny. Do I have enough money to buy something? I could buy the infantry bow. I like this one a lot. It's the fastest firing bow, and if you do like a close shot, you get a really big critical effect. And it stacks with frozen damage, so this would be a good idea to replace for my blood sword. I think we're gonna do it, yeah. Rock a bow for a while. Can't get the upgrade material, but I also haven't unlocked everything in this zone. Oh, apparently I did. Oh no, there's back down there. Let's go. What happens when you die? You lose everything. The only thing that you don't lose is the, and I'll show you at the end of the level. You get progress for like the perks, stuff like that. You do not lose that. Everything else you lose. You lose your weapons, you lose your cell, and you can get perks to keep some of your money. Like I think at this point I'm at 40% of my cash when I die. And this will probably bring me to the old sewer, in which case I'll turn around, but at this point I'm not gonna beat the timer run, so. Oh man, this is a good combo. Freeze, and then bow to the face. That's a good combo. The only problem with the bows is that there is limited ammo. So you kind of have to be a little bit careful. Yeah, okay, that's toxic sewers. I don't want to do toxic sewers. Where haven't I gone yet? I haven't gone down into the right over there, so let's check that out. I could almost buy that heart. Is there shit down here? Oh, there's a chest. Oh, it's a cursed chest. Okay. I'll show what's in the cursed chest. Cursed chests typically give you better sets of items, like you saw just now. But I have to eliminate 10 enemies. And up until that point, I can't take a single hit. A single hit. At all. So let's up the strength here. I got a topaz amulet. You get like one piece of jewelry that you can wear. Your starting one doesn't do anything, but these ones that you can pick up typically do. Damage from projectiles reduced by 75%. That is a good one. And I've got enough money to buy a health up. So let's do that. There are some doors that require money. It's usually not a problem. And that's just one of the rub-a-dub doors. So we have completely done the... Yes. Yes, we have. And I want to go to the Promenade of the Condemned. Because that's like the actual level 2. The Promenade of the Condemned. Oh, I can get this one too. Sick. Nice. What I should be doing is probably getting the meat grinder. So I can have some sort of melee-based attack, but... This is a sick game. The pixel art is gorgeous. Enemy variety gets better. It doesn't start strong. You've got that kind of grunt thing that I've killed a dozen times now. That comes in a couple different flavors of color. But they're pretty boring. But some of the later enemies, like once you get past that first boss, enemies start to get really, really interesting, actually. And hopefully I'll get past that guy before I get tired of playing today. Hopefully. And you don't have to break every door. You can just casually open doors. I'm just breaking every door just in case I run into an enemy. This is not a good place to be. Whoa, boy. That guy's fast. Okay. I need to kill 6 more. And look, there's the Rogue Legacy, like, turret dude. I gotta be very careful. Muy careful. Curse lifted. Great. We're good to go. So the way the bows and arrow works, you can see I've got, like, 5 shots, I think. They will stick to an enemy until they're dead. Once they're dead, then you can pick up your arrows again, and they'll just automatically refill. Or I think you can bump into an enemy. I actually haven't tested that out because I don't use bows all that often. I'm killing guys for the cells since I'm not going to be able to get into the secret bonus areas. Yeah. Dick. What's down here? Spikes. No good. The Rogue Legacy training dummy, and he buffs all the enemies around him. I am doing so much damage with that freeze. Like, it's absurd. I don't have any skills yet, but when I do, I'm hoping for like a more melee skill. I don't really have any melee options at this point, which means I'm gonna have to go hunting quite a bit. Whoop, too far. Okay. Anything down here? No secrets? Great. Nothing up there. Whoa, hello. Whoa. Oh, man. That like a boss. My one piece of advice for this game is when you do get hit, play aggressive. There is a rally system, like in Bloodborne. Go in for the kill. Like, there's very, very few times where you've got nothing to lose. Like, or something to lose, I guess. The most cells I think I've lost at this point. I went through a level, and I lost, I think, 45 cells. That was the most debilitating. It was one of the later levels. Oh, can I not? Yes, I can. Oh, hello. Trying to get that secret. Yes! Shooting at nothing. Let's go down here. Can't open that door. That will give me, I don't know, 11 cells. Says right on it. Which, at this point, I'm not really playing for cells. I'm just kind of dicking around. Fire grenade would be nice. And it's got an additional augment. Causes 6 arrows to fall from victims. So I can completely recharge. You know what? This is a good skill to buy for this build. That's a good one. Because I could pick up those arrows. I'm getting a ton of really good RNG for this run for some reason. Great. Fantastic. Excellent. Huh. You're dead. Let's actually test that out. Well, what I need to do is I need to shoot off a couple arrows and then throw that grenade. That's what I need to do. Can I find an enemy on their one-some? He's not a good enemy to do it with because he jumps around. That's a good enemy to do this with. Not when he's buffed. Oh, shit. Oh, this was the wrong area to run into. Run! Run! Go down the other way! Oh, shit. Yeah! Oh, wow, yeah, that did replenish me right away. Sick. And there's a second buff man. I can freeze you through your buff, you chump. Arrow to the face. That's my build. Can I break this? Kinda. Gotcha. Oh, just more money. What a funny game where I'm saying, oh, just more money. Money is really not a concern. At all. I would like to take a stab at the old sewers at some point, because there is a rune down there that I've yet to get. And that's kind of my next big, major benchmark, besides defeating the second boss. Because I have not beaten that second boss yet. Hello, Alejandro! Welcome to the channel. I'm not on all that often, so don't get used to my my witty banter. Welcome to the channel, though. I'm playing Dead Cells today because I'm cool. Horizontal turret. I love this one. Just a turret. That's all it does. And it recharges wicked quick. That's all it does. Just recharge. Oh, he was attacking the turret. Good on turret. Okay. I think we're all done down in this quadrant. So let's get back to that transporter and head back up to the surface. Boop boop. Coolio. Cooliulio. Excuse me, good sir. Ah, oh, there's another buff man. Now I got the white dude chasing after me. It's the story of my life. White man chasing after me. I'm gonna not get political on this stream. Not today. Not today of all days. The day after Canada Day. The whitest of holidays. Oh, you've only seen my Katamari video. I'm glad you watched it. Did you enjoy it? I had a lot of fun making that video. Mostly because it was an excuse to play Katamari Damacy again. That was the whole like basis for that video, is what's a good excuse to make another run through Katamari Damacy. Oh, well, I guess I'll start a YouTube channel. And I'll talk about it at some point. Oh, I'm so close to that rapier. So close. So close. One cell left. I just gotta make it through. Oh, the ramparts we know. Ah, thank you, man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Check out the other ones. I've got, I think, 4 or 5 music critique videos of varying quality. I actually like the Witcher one the best. I think that's the best explained out of the bunch there. Not to say the Dark Souls one is necessarily bad. It's just I think inspired by the wrong things for that video. But you live, you learn. I learned a lot of important lessons on that Dark Souls video that ended up making the Witcher 3 one kind of okay. Man, this is such a good combo. Holy crap, I cannot get over this combo. This wombo combo. Oh, jeez. Okay. Roll! Roll. Roll, you fool. I'm glad something was at the bottom to save me, though. I didn't realize I would be going down that far. That's what she said. She wasn't saying much. The worst. It's the worst. I have no idea why my girlfriend stays with me. I asked her that last night. Like, why do you keep coming over? Oh, you're nice. Okay, sure. Sure, honey. Oh, my poor girlfriend. Because she works about 40 minutes from where she lives. Because she lives further inland than I do. And so, you know, sometimes she'll stay over here if she needs to get into work early or whatever. And she calls me at 4 o'clock this morning. And she's like, every warning light in my car came on. Can you please come get me? Where are you? I'm on I-84. I'm like, great. Nothing like stopping on I-84 in the middle of the night, right? Like, so I go over there and I'm inspecting the engine, like expecting like the worst possible malfunction to be there. Engine's running fine. Like everything's going great. Like no weird smells. Like the belts are going okay. Everything's good. I noticed her gas cap is off. She had been riding around with her gas cap just completely hanging off the side of her car for like a day and a half. So I just re-screwed it back in. Looked like the hero. You're probably gonna come over for dinner tonight, so huzzah! Win. Oh my. So I'm gonna fight this elite enemy, but only after I take care of a bunch of these dudes, because these dudes are a pain, especially with a bow. Oh, kebab! Thank you. I was just about to use a health potion. Oh no, he activated. Okay. Well, he won't chase after me quite yet. He's just gonna hang out down there. Shit. Elite enemies are a problem. As you can tell. But let's use everything in our arsenal. Shit. I'm out of ammo. Run, run, run. Oh, no, 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 no. Run. Yes. Killed him. Oh, what'd I get? Sapphire Amulet. Damage taken reduced by 15%. Collect cells and gold without needing to be in range. That's a good one. Yeah, fucking elite enemy. Oh, that was rough. I only used 1 health flask, though, so that's okay, I guess. Every single time you go through the ramparts, there's always this one part where these weird bat brains are hanging out. I don't know what they're actually called. And they are the worst enemy. Would I consider myself a pro gamer? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Dear God. Anybody that even insinuates that I'm a pro gamer, you need to slap them just heartily and remind them that this is a God-fearing country. I don't know. Yeah, Grudar, you're full of shit. You Flemish bastard. You Flemish bastard. Pick a language and speak it, Grudar. Oh, this was just to go to a sealed door. Ah. Well, we defeated an elite enemy. I'm gonna have to, at some point, use a health flask, but... No, we're doing okay. Oh, hey! Worth it. Worth the trip. If I can actually hit this guy. Whoop! Get the power up! Do I want to kill that guy? I can't kill that guy. Never mind. He lives for now. I'm at a chest! We get a shield? What's the shield do? Oh, it throws a grenade! And enemies burn when they die. None of this is good for me. But it is a greed shield. Oh, jeez. No. No. I've got a good combo here. If and when I remember to use it. So. Whatever. If and when I remember to use it. Yeah. That weapon up. Watch me clear a room. 360 no scope. MLG. Fire up the base cannon. Not curse, not worth it. You're right. Gotta go get that curse. Heard about that big old curse you got, boy. Yo, skill up. You're mine now. Who gets a grenade? Oh, that was great. I killed you all. I killed you all and your parents. You are now Batman. I'm the reason there's a Batman. Where is this taking me? Oh, it's taking me to the item shop. I could buy anything here. Okay, so inflicts. We've seen the twin daggers. This is my personal favorite weapon, the broadsword. It's also the slowest weapon, but it's the best. Enemies release a toxic cloud when they die. That's okay. Also damage up 40%, and I get +1 health, so it'll increase my maximum health. I already have Frost Blast. Or I could keep the current build and get a Scroll of Power and just upgrade something. I'm gonna let chat decide here what I should go for. Alejandro, my channel, kind of hard to run through it. I don't particularly update it much anymore. If and when I do update it, I do more often than not video game critiques. Like the last 2 videos that I did, one of them was about Mass Effect Andromeda and kind of my thoughts 2 weeks after the launch of Mass Effect Andromeda. So that video has now quickly been outdated by patches. And then I did a 60-minute review of Hollow Knight because that's all that game deserves as far as I'm concerned. In the future, if I continue making content for this channel, which I'm not sure I have the time for at this point in my life, if I continue making content for the channel, it'll be more music critiques, and it'll be more things like, let's talk, you know, about Mass Effect Andromeda, let's do 60-second reviews, that sort of thing. And I will be the judge of where things should fall. Like, my next big project will probably be talking about Nier Automata. That's a game I've recorded a lot of footage for, and I have a lot of things to talk about with that game. I just haven't written down anything. We're talking pre-production at this point. And as far as music items go, I've been busy kind of behind the scenes updating some of my software there, so that I can actually highlight and show people how the music is working as the music is playing, which is an overly complicated process that isn't perfect yet. So when I continue music critiques, that's what it'll be about. Anyways, rant over. I don't really want to go with Toxic Cloud Broadsword. I really don't. So I'm going to go with the Scroll of Power. And I think I'm gonna upgrade my strength because the boss will be next. Kudir Automata. Hakuna Matata. What a wonderful phrase. Hakuna Matata. Ain't no passing craze. Means no worries for the rest of your days. It's our problem free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Interesting story. When Elton John was asked to write the score for The Lion King, he was asked by his good friend, the producer for The Lion King, the guy who wrote up all the storyboards and all that shit, and said, here's the story. We'd like a soundtrack. We're meeting with Disney executives in 6 months. Can you please have some drafts ready to play for them? And Elton John's like, oh, yeah, sure, I'll do it. You know, I got 6 months to do it. The day of their flight, Elton John meets him in New York to fly down to Orlando to meet with the Disney executives. He says, hey, man, like, how's the music coming? You know, you've had 6 months here. And Elton John's like, oh, yeah, do you have a piano? And he starts writing the music the day of. And they're sitting in, like, some lobby in Orlando. And Elton John's just jamming a few tunes. And, like, the producer's shitting himself because Elton John clearly has no music to show the Disney executives. And they get into the production meeting, and the Disney executives are sitting there going, okay, let's hear your proposal for The Lion King. And that's when Elton John plays for the first time, Can You Feel the Love Tonight? It's like, of course. Only Elton John could improvise Can You Feel the Love Tonight? That's the world we live in. Man, I am the epitome of a glass cannon right now. Whoa, let's not get hit. Who's down there? Just you? Oh, man, I got hit. Still got 2 health flasks. Okay, so I have to go back to... We're at the end of the level. As you can see, there's nothing beyond here, so it's going to be one of these towers I have to climb down. Probably this one, since this is the only one I haven't really climbed down. As I calm surrender to the rush of day, when the heat of the rolling wind can be turned away. That fucking song rocks. Elton John, I love you. Don't ever die. Oh shit, okay. I gotta stop focusing on Elton John. Start focusing in here. Because I am rocking 42 cells. 42 cells. And theoretically, I could get more. If I just hang out in the level long enough. Oh, shit. And not get hit by this dingus. Yeah. I just have to continue delivering more arrows to these guys' faces. You coming? Oh, you are below the terrain. Luckily, my attack is so high that my down pound is, like, just as strong as my regular attack. This is absurd. And up we go. The answer to everything. It's in my genes. Yep. We are approaching the end of the level. Here we go. Here's that elevator at the end of the ramparts. It's always at the end of the ramparts, and it always brings us to the Black Bridge. I don't know why I always activate that teleporter. It doesn't matter. I am done with the level. Okay, so I have the rapier. I should probably upgrade the rapier. Because now, what I've done here is I've unlocked the... Like, you get the blueprint, and then you have to unlock it. So now, part of my RNG will be the rapier. And as you can see, I've gone through a lot of weapons, and I've at least gotten them to this tier. Some of them I've even gotten up to a plus 10%. So I think the rapier, we're going to have to do that to make it somewhat viable. Is there anything else that I really want to do? I've got 34 cells. I could activate the force shield, and it triggers a force field when I parry, which I can see being handy, honestly. Not that I'm super good with shields, but that would be a shield worth getting good with. Or I can continue to upgrade one of these. I think we might actually go with the rapier. Because I want to, like... These weapons here are weapons that I don't typically see all that often. Well, obviously, except the infantry bow. Or I don't use all that often. Like, the lightning bolt, I don't really like as a weapon, so I typically drop it right away, but... Let's upgrade the rapier. Kill that son bitch. Throws a grenade. A swarm of biters crawls from your victims. That's cool. You see, I'm getting too much. See, I don't know. Okay, so let's do some quick math. The weapon damage on the rapier is 730. And it throws an additional grenade that does an additional 202 damage. So we're talking 932 damage per second on the rapier, as opposed to 466 damage per second, but you get little under double. So honestly, the better choice right now is to start re-rolling, and to start leaning more towards the rapier, I think, at this point. Are we all in agreement here? Rudar, Alejandro? I'll give you guys a minute. I need to get a soda. You let some bish. It's a problem-free philosophy. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna Matata. Hakuna. Yeah, reroll. We're going reroll. I'm actually gonna switch up the position. Check out the rapier. Oh. And I think, right, you get bonus damage from rolling. And that's plus 35%. Sick. And I roll a lot. You see how often I roll. And I still have my infantry bow. And I still got my harpoon. And my fire grenade. Okay, we're good. Let's take on the boss. The boss of Blackbridge. Whoop, that's a roll. Yeah, it's looking real fucking neato. That's what it's looking. Looking real Gravelord neato. Up, incomplete one. Let's throw the turret out right away. And the grenade. Light you on fire. Oh, man, that's cool. Oh, I like it. Oh, that's sick. Like, even just as an effect. You coming after me, boy? Oh, got hit. And I still got the infantry bow, so, like, I got a lot of offensive options at this point. Let him attack. Gotta be careful here. Oh, the rapier was a good choice. Yes! Oh! Woo! Oh, look at the little biters. Oh, they're so cute. They got little bows on them. Okay. Tons of money. Now we're going to the Fog Fjord. AK, that last zone from Bloodborne. Sealed 15 minutes ago. I'm taking my sweet time, apparently. Alright, 12 cells. Where can I dump them? Where's the rapier? 4 left. Okay, so at least on the next run, I'll have kind of a stock rapier on par with most of the other weapons that I'm using. Means no worries. Oh man, I like that rapier. Okay. So this is the Fog Fjord. Oh, man. I like that rapier. Oh, man, is that cool. Let me down. There we go. I'm waiting for you, buddy. Oh! That was a bomb. There's new bugs that are bombs now, so, you know. That's cool. Oh, see? There we go. And I don't think they actually, damage enemies, so. Oh, and I have a lot of money. Okay. The viscera of dead victims explodes, inflicting 96 damage. Also, it's gonna throw a grenade. And it does massive damage. I love the broadsword. And you know what? Since I have 6 weapon strength, I feel pretty confident in buying the broadsword right now and replacing my infantry bow. I'm gonna be a lot more up front with guys now, so. And honestly, oh, I love that freaking weapon. Holy crap. Let's get some good action shots here. Like, solid forward, solid up, solid back down again. And you know what? What I discovered is that first start of the swing where he cocks back, that counts as a hit. He will hit behind him. I love the broadsword. As you can tell. That's a damn fine weapon, boy. Mmm. Oop. Forgot the dodge. Hmm. It's another shop. Anything here that would have been worth buying? Enemies burn when they die. That doesn't really help me. Frozen target, bleeding target. No, that doesn't apply to me. All right. Oop. Oh, jeez. Okay, well, I recovered most of my health from that. This is gonna be complicated. Whoop! There we go. Did I go in there? Yes, I did. Okay. That was the second chop. I like this level a lot. From here on out, the levels get a bit more complicated. There are these interior areas, and some of them are necessary. Like, you have to find a key in here, or you have to, it gives you a higher access into the level. It's sick. Plus, I love this Eldritch aesthetic. It's not even really Eldritch, it's just kind of, just kind of dour. Oh, God. Oh, I hate these guys. Okay. Oh boy. Okay, alright. Reset. Try that again. These guys are the real challenge, these pirate dudes. Okay. Now we're up against the wall here. I need to find a door. Whoa! No, okay. That was confusing. Alright, see you later, Grudar. Thanks for dropping by. Nice to see you. Have a good rest of your evening. Because it's probably pretty late. Oh, God. Oh, yes. What did I get? Oil grenade. Oh, that's cool. That could have a lot of good applications. Especially for the firebrand. One of the cooler weapons. Okay, so now we're gonna be higher up in the village. Oh, Jesus. I don't like their cannonball attack. The problem with their cannonball attack is that it gets obscured by the sheer amount of enemies. Like, there's those tiny blue guys are about the same size as the cannibal. So it gets really tough to see them. I do love the design on those guys, though. That is such a... Like, it's not new, but it's executed well. Oh, yeah. Great. Covered most of my health. Oh, come on. No! No! I got sloppy. I got greedy, is what I got. Not even just sloppy. I got greedy. And now we're back at the beginning. Yeah! Okay. So, got my gold. Actually, a good amount of gold. That's not a terrible thing. Got the Impaler. Standard spear. I love the animation. This is probably one of the weirdest weapons to use. You get critical hits when an enemy is up against a wall, but otherwise it's just kind of weird pokey damage. I don't particularly like it. And it's only plus 10%, so. And they gave me another infantry bow. So just kind of standard weapons. Hopefully we'll get something better in this opening area. Weird, I'll be using the spear as more of a distance weapon, I guess. Kebab. Save me a swig. Ooh. Oh! Oh, you guys are getting saucy now. Can't say I blame you. I was kicking your butts there for a while. There we go. Activate that crit. There's the firebrand. So it functions like a Molotov cocktail. So I don't know if I actually... You know what? We're gonna go with it. I don't really enjoy the Impaler as much as I want to. So we'll go with the firebrand. Oh, and there's a blood sword down there. It's kind of interesting. Because I'd rather have the blood sword than the firebrand. But we'll keep the infantry bow. That's a solid bow. Whoa! Get +1 on the power. You got the power. Dun 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 dun. Okay. Gruder had such faith in me. Good luck on boss number 2. Little did he know. Little did he know. All right, buddy. I need you to step away from the wall. Secret. I do like the blood sword. It has like a scimitar like moveset from Soul series. It's a little more sweepy, but it's got a lot of vertical to it. I enjoy it. You know what? Let's go to the sewers. Because the toxic sewers typically lead to the old sewers, which is the rune that I need to get to. And rune with an N. Where am I at? Rapier. I hope I get that rapier again. And I suppose I should start upgrading the infantry bow to plus 10%, because I'm using it now. Now that I see the actual use for it. All right. This area is complicated. I don't particularly like poison areas, but we'll make our way through it. Together we will. I already took damage. Sick. Can't get up there. Let's go down. Oh, this is a small detail that I like. Let's say you've got one step like this, you can just walk up. I love that. That's such a small and stupid detail that you don't need to put into your game, and they did anyways. I love that shit. Like, there's no point. Most players are just gonna hop up anyways. But these guys are like, no. We'll put in the animation, we'll put in the programming time, it'll be fine. That's why you should absolutely buy this game. Whoa, no. Ooh, get out of there. Anything up here? Oh, there's a... And it's a... more gold. Oh, man, that was sick. Oh, there are timed doors down here. And I missed it by 14 seconds because I'm an idiot. Cool. I had no idea they were down here. They must be in every zone then, because there is no zone, except for the old sewers where I haven't seen a secret door. Actually, have I seen one in the fjord? I don't know. Oh, great. 3 of my favorite enemy types. That wasn't too bad. And we get a weapon up. Sick. I can deal. I can deal with that. It's not a... Whoa. Let's continue. How far north can we go? Not that far. Oh, jeez. Oh, that's not good. Oh, jeez. Oh, gotta get out of there. That got hectic. Too bad I didn't have my rapier. To the face. Happy birthday to your face. Let's go up here. I had no feeling for this. This was nothing. The infantry bow is more like a shotgun. Be up close. That's all you have to do. Just be up close. I'm gonna pop one of these. I've still got 2 left now, so might as well. Where does this go? Whoa, no. Great, come on. My health back. Where the hell? Where the hell is this taking me? Oh, this is the end of the level. Great. Okay, so now that we know where the end of the level is, we can go freely explore. See ya. Oh, no, 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 no! Oh, no! Oh, he hit me right at the last goddamn second. Oh. I can't activate that. Oh, man. At least, you know, we know where the end of the level is. Just keep saying that to ourselves. We can go to the right here. Excuse me. Okay. Whoa! And another McChicken. Back in my younger days, when I would freely go to a McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning after drinking, it was me, my cousin, and one of my cousin's friends. I hadn't met that guy till that night. And we decided, well, my cousin decided, because he was the only sober one, that we were going to go to McDonald's at 2 o'clock in the morning. And his buddy Steven's in the back seat. And we pull into the drive-thru, and my cousin's like, all right, Steven, what do you want? And Steven just climbs into the front seat, sitting on my lap. And he stares down the drive-thru, like, teller thing. And he goes, I want a McChicken and, like, another McChicken and, let's see, another McChicken, and he did that for 20 McChickens. He ordered them individually. He gets done with his order, sits back, and I give the the lady a lot of credit. She's like, will there be anything else? My cousin's just like, nope, nope, we're fine, thank you. Oh, that was a good night. That was a real good night. Yeah, store. Ooh, phaser. I like phaser. It's a kind of active parry. You teleport behind the enemy. The damage of your next melee attack is increased by 150%. It is fairly good, and since I have no skills, I should buy at least one of these. Where do I need to go? I need to go to the right? Is that? Am I reading that right? Yup. Oh, there's a shield. Something I will not be using. And another shop. I might be able to buy something. Nope, too expensive. Oh, there's more. I can buy the meat grinder. Alejandro, glad to see you're still here. So I know I'm not just talking to myself. Oh, no. No. Woo. That was a good ambush. Oh, that was a damn fine ambush. Well done, dead cells. Okay, so I can go to the old sewers, or I can go to the ramparts. The old sewers will take me to the rune that I need to get in an area that I don't really fully understand. I get how the old sewers works. It's just, there is an elite enemy, always. And depending on the RNG for what kind of enemy is elite, I get trounced. Absolutely flobbered. Well, you're back. 18 cells, not all that much. I need to upgrade the infantry bow, though. I was for a little bit. Oh, thanks, Alejandro. Thanks, man. That's okay. I do this as much for me as I do for anybody else. This is kind of relaxing in a way. Even if nobody's watching, it's just kind of like, oh, I can play a video game. If somebody pops in, it's kind of cool. Like, I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s, you know, playing the NES and early Genesis games, and that was the way we played video games together. Because typically, like, because living where I lived in a poor neighborhood in central Connecticut, we could only afford one controller at a time, and if somebody had a Super Nintendo or somebody had a Genesis, we could only play one player at a time and take turns. So, you know, we'd kind of talk to each other as we were playing. Which is why I like LPs and shit. Like, that's why I started watching them, and that's why I ended up starting a YouTube channel last year, because it's like, you know what? Like, that's my gaming heritage. Sitting in my friend's garage playing video games, like that's what I grew up on. So there's a kebab there, don't let me forget. Oh, you mushroom. You're early 2000s kid? Lucky. I wish I had the internet growing up. I didn't get the internet in my home until 2005. Mostly because my dad didn't believe the internet was gonna last. We were still in that realm. And I graduated high school 2006, so I made it through all of high school without Wikipedia. Suck on that, nerd. It's not bragging rights. That's a terrible thing to be. Oh, I hate these things. Meat grinder. Kill the meat grinder. Phew. All right. How do I get over there? I really do not want to deal with that. So let's hop up the vine and deal with you. Got him. Oh, and there's the freaking mallet. 100% damage on burning target. That's not going to help me. Oh, jeez. This is part of the reason I don't like the old sewers. They have a lot of tough enemies. But I need that rune. So we're going to take our time, Alejandro. I'm going to play this. Okay, I will play it carefully at some point. I promise. It's not going to be right now, though. I should go back for that kebab. Alright, there's an elite enemy. That's going to... That monument right there. An elite enemy always pops out of that thing. So we're going to come back. Can I get back to that kebab? Yes, I can. Girlfriend's texting me. Nothing's wrong with her car, thank God. Last thing I need to do is head up to West Hartford again. A long drive for me. Let me just... Sorry, Alejandro. Let me just answer her text real quick. She's, getting antsy. Good time for me to take a sip of soda, too. Great. Man-child? Of course I'm a man-child. Hey, I pay my taxes. This is my own home. Somebody's gotta pay the taxes. My father sure ain't. I hate that too, that man-child. Like, I know what you mean, and I know you don't mean anything by it. But I have been called a man-child, I've been called, like, immature, and it's like, dude, you know what? I like to have fun, and I'm 30 years old, and I'm still having fun with life, so, you know. It's cool with me, man. There's still plenty of, like, happiness and love out there. Might as well just enjoy it. I don't know why I'm killing this guy. It's not gonna give me anything. Whoa! Looking for a rune. I don't know where it is. It's gonna change every time. Oh, hello. Oh, no. Get out of there. The mushrooms, they summon spikes. So when you see that weird gelatinous thing on the ground, that's what that is. And that's why I promptly leave. Okay, great. Yeah, why not? Video games have only gotten better since I was a kid. Like, it blew my mind away to play Metal Gear Solid when I was getting ready for high school. What was that, 97? 98? No, it was 98, Metal Gear Solid 1. Which means I was in, I think, 7th grade, I think. No, I wasn't in 7th grade. Must have been 6th. I was getting there. I was in middle school. That's how old I am. I don't remember how old I am anymore. I need to go up and back to the right. Might as well take out the Scorpion King here. Oh, no. Oh, but there's a kebab there. So don't forget, there's a kebab. Nope. Back down. Okay, so I can't get to the right that way. So let's go down here then. Video games are fun. And there's always good new ones coming out. The last couple years have been nuts. Like, if you look at gaming history, it's like, yeah, you know, a couple good games come out a year. You know, nothing's ever really all that special. But it's like, over the last 3-4 years, it's crazy. Crazy how good games have been. Why wouldn't you want to play video games? That's my question. Like even if you're not like a serious gamer, like I would consider myself a serious gamer because I play as kind of my main, I guess, activity. But even that's not true because I play music to relax, so that's that's not even totally honest. But I play it more, you know, than the common lay person, I guess. But even like a casual person, like my girlfriend plays video games, and she does not play it at the same level that I do, but she still enjoys them. Why not? Video games are rad. Whoa, okay. Okay, I need to take care of these guys. Bad, not bad. Oh, don't want to go down there. Oh, shit. Here's a situation. I don't even know if I have to go up there. I just don't know the old sewers layout all that well. And I'm really suffering for it, actually. At some point, I'm going to have to go back for that kebab. Yeah, okay. Maybe I can do that now. Where is it? It's there, so I have to go down here. Okay. I love this teleport system. That's like... This game would be borderline unplayable without it, honestly. It's up here. So all the way up and then all the way to the left, right? And this just saves me a healing flask. That's all, the entire reason I'm doing this. There's a phaser there? Oh, it was behind that special door. And this just brings me to a shop, apparently. See you later, Alejandro. Thank you for stopping in. Have a good rest of your whatever time it is. Let's upgrade weapon damage. Okay. So at some point, I do need to go up there. So why don't we do that now? Just get it out of our system. And at some point, I do have to take care of that elite enemy. Shit. Cool. Amazing. I've been in the old sewers for so long, and I am still dealing with like. Let's see. Takes care of that problem. Meat Grinder 4. Same thing. What's the difference? Frozen target, 30% damage on a bleeding target. It's the same thing, but my Meat Grinder that I already have is better, I think. Yeah. Might as well keep the one I have. Okay. Let's get out of there. I don't actually have to battle those guys. Oh, there's an optional challenge. Not gonna do it. Jesus. Luckily, there's no fall damage. There's just kind of, you get stunned, which I think is fair. Of course, I'm not grabbing onto the ledge I actually want to grab on. So, me right? I'm picking and choosing here, because not that I have a ton of money or a ton of cells, but I would eventually like to get the rune that I'm supposed to get, and I don't know where it is. Throwing a 5. Shots pierce the first target. You know, I like my infantry bow, because that would replace my infantry bow, and that is not an option. I'm using my infantry bow. Okay. And you going through here? Is this bringing me out of the old sewer? Yeah, it's bringing me to the Black Bridge. No shit. So I have to go back, because I need that rune. Where... There's a +1 health right there? What the hell have I been doing? I've been missing everything. Oh, it was behind a door that I couldn't get to. Okay. I'm an idiot. That's what that is. Let's take care of that stuff then. Nutcracker. That's a time door that I was surprised by. Or was that? I have been everywhere except for down there, so let's go over there. Alright. Oh, it's just a shop. What the hell? There is supposed to be a rune down here. Oh, wait. I didn't go to the right. And I didn't collect that monies. Okay, here we go. Because this guy asks for the rune. So now, here we go. And this is the elite enemy that I need to fight. Yes! Yes! Teleportation rune. This rune permanently gives you the ability to use the teleportation rune. Awesome. Oh, Alejandro, you're back. Hopefully you caught this this epic victory where I finally got the rune. Excellent. So now I can use these guys. Oh, that's cool. All right. That gives me another transportation option throughout levels, which is great. That's where the phaser is. I might as well go and check it out, like, because now I can, and it's probably an upgraded version. Of course, it's guarded. It's double guarded, of course. And it fires a volley of arrows. And it ignites the ground around me. But this one gives me +1 strength. But the, I don't know. The +1 strength is probably the better one. Which company do I like better? Nintendo, Sony, or Xbox? Tough question. Tough question, because I bounced around as a kid. I had an NES, and then a PlayStation, then an N64. Then I went to immediately to 360. Then later went back to PS2 for some reason. And now I'm a PC gamer. I have more fond memories with Nintendo games than any of the others. Like, some of my happiest memories as a gamer come from Nintendo games. I think Sony has done a better job in recent memory, but I've been playing games long enough to know that it goes back and forth basically every console generation. And now that we're doing like these half generation things with the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, that's a terrible name, it's now speeding up, where Xbox is suddenly the one that's cooler again, and Nintendo is back on top, and Sony is the one making bad policy decisions. I don't know. That's a tough question. I appreciate Sony's products for what they do, and I think you'd be crazy to get an Xbox One X. There's no software. Because the ultimate question is, why do you play video games? And it's, oh, so I can play video games. Like, the question is the answer, and Sony has the best range of first-party games, hands down. Not to say that Nintendo's any slouch, but Nintendo doesn't release them at nearly the same clip. You know, we get a Zelda once a decade, if that. Used to be different, but... So yeah, I rambled on that, but I would say Sony. I mean, I have nothing against Xbox. I think they stumbled. They had some bad leaders in place. But I think the core team at Xbox is actually really rather good. Yeah. And you know what? That's natural to switch from console to console. Like, most people will do that. They'll go to the thing that has the stuff they want to play. When I was, you know, in college and coming out of college, like, the 360 made sense for me, because that had the best online service, and that's what I was into at that time. Sorry, man, if you're asking questions right now, I gotta focus in on this boss. But I will get to them in a minute. Oh, Jesus. Ooh, Of course, my ammo is stuck inside the boss right now, so I can't fire my infantry bow. Come on, buddy. Come on. Ooh. Actually, not that bad. All things considered. Oh. Damn it. Damn it. I got sloppy. I got a little too greedy. Again. Why don't you like Sony? What bothers you about their products? If you don't mind me asking, like that's for whatever reason a personal question. I can get behind supporting Nintendo though. Absolutely. This is my 3rd time in a row getting an infantry bow at the start. The game wants me to upgrade that freaking bow. And actually, I like the balanced sword. It's very quick. I'll also do this challenge area. Now that I have this rune, though, I'm gonna have access to different areas. I'm gonna have to re-explore some of this. Alright. Whoa! Hello. Oh, damn it. I got stuck against the wall. We'll see if you can articulate it. You know, if there's something about a company that you dislike, try and articulate it, because typically that has something to do with something very specific about that company. Like, what I don't like about Sony right now is their hostility towards other platforms. That's what's keeping me away from a lot of their properties, honestly. Is I would much rather play a Yakuza game on my PC. And Yakuza would probably do pretty well on the PC, to be perfectly honest, but they refuse to allow that thing out of the PS4 vault, so. As well as the crossplay stuff. Everybody's on board with crossplay now. Even Nintendo's on board with crossplay. And Sony's just like, oh, we have a special curation method. No, you don't. You just want to be #1. Okay, that's viable. You know, you can hate the games. Their games definitely aren't for everybody. This is an oil sword. I'm not even gonna pick it up. It's useless unless you have some sort of fire weapon. And I'm not gonna pick up a fire weapon at this point. Let's see. Ooh, secret. Ooh, weapon up. Alright. Shop? Oh, hell yeah, buy another weapon up. Why not? Like, get my strength to 3. Oh, here's one of those things. See you later. Yeah. And I got a freeze bomb out of the deal. Well, it's like, it's not even like they're not allowing crossplay, because they've had crossplay in titles on the PS3 before. It's a completely new policy they thought up. I don't know. I think it's just bad PR. I think somebody at the Sony lead offices was like, oh, this crossplay is becoming a thing, but if we're the best, people won't need crossplay. And it's like, I don't think you understand the fundamentals of what crossplay actually is, buddy. What games are you interested in from Sony, if you don't mind me asking? Some people might take that as a personal question. I don't, but it's not me to presume. Here we go. Infantry bow to 10%. What? Oh, I still have an extra cell. Might as well put it into this thing. At some point I'm gonna use it. Don't need that. Back to the promenade. Yeah, Crash Bandicoot's good. At some point I'll take a look at the Insane Trilogy. At some point. I heard it was okay. Minecraft is, I don't know. I was already older when Minecraft hit, so you were the right demographic for Minecraft if you were coming up as a kid in the early 2000s. Because by the time I bought Minecraft, I was already out of college and like working for a couple of years. And it was like a beta that I had heard about on the interwebs and was like, oh, like this seems kind of cool. So that's why I bought it, like for 15 bucks, you know, 10 years ago maybe. However long that beta was. Ooh, look at that in the face. Minecraft is neat. I can appreciate Minecraft, but I don't go out of my way to play it. Not really. I can see the appeal, but it's not for me. Whoa, hello. And everybody knows your name. Someone in the crowd. I don't know the fucking words. Someone in the crowd. Ooh, kebab. Save that. Get rid of this upgrade, dude. Get rid of you. You're a bomb. Oh, an elite grenadier. Oh, now he's mega power. Someone in the crowd. It was a mistake watching La La Land last night. All damage you take is also dealt to nearby enemies. That's a cool one. I've never seen that one. Oh, that's sick. This game is always surprising me. Oh, damn it. Every once in a while, I make that same mistake where I forget that occasionally spikes can be on the floor. Classic video game. I have to go back and get that kebab. I don't really need it. Probably about halfway through the promenade. Come on. Come on. Come on, dude. Oh, again. I just talked about that. That's called being stubborn. You know what? I'm gonna show off the Spartan sandals. Actually, okay, we're gonna keep it. It's just a kick. That's all it is. It's pretty dumb, but it's better than the sword, so. Let's go back up. Do I know the movie Rent? Yes. I've actually seen the show. Years and years ago. Yeah. The movie had that guy from Law & Order in it. Weird. Also had Rosario Dawson, which was a fine casting decision. I love that woman with a fucking passion. Oh yeah, yeah. I'm a musician, dude. Before I got into the IT game, I was a music teacher, so I have taught lessons on Rent. See you later, sucker. Whoop. Oh, it dropped it off up here. Great. See you later. I actually kind of like the kick now. Oh boy. Like, the kick's kind of dumb when you're up against the wall like that, but when you're near a goddamn sand pit. Here? Nope, nothing there. All right, let's deposit these dead cells. 27 of them. Jeez. Corrupted power. You deal plus 70% damage for 8 seconds. You'll take 30%. So kind of a nice. Oh, and I got a Steam achievement. Huh. Neat. Time to start thinking about what I want to do next. Probably get all these guys up to plus 10%. Like, that's kind of the next big thing. Start with the ice grenade. I actually use the ice grenade a lot. So, oh, it's just a literal trigger activate, and my head glows funny. Okay. It's not even like a hold. Back to the ramparts. Back to the ramparts. There must be some sort of shortcut system that I just don't understand yet. There's that big door in the first area that you go through, the prisoner cells, that I can't operate, and I'm sure it's a shortcut to something. Shortcut to mushrooms from Lord of the Rings. The 2 powers. God's not dead too. The 2 powers. I can't believe they made a second God's Not Dead 2. Who went out of their way to be like, you know what? This movie needs a goddamn sequel. Ooh, harpoon. Do I want it over the ice grenade? Yes, I do. Had any awkward moments? What do you mean? I have awkward moments all the time. I'm an awkward individual. I'm part Polish and part Swedish, so, you know, just goes with the territory. That's nothing to say of my Hungarian heritage. Those are not a clean people. See you later. The kick is a good weapon to have in the ramparts. At dinner? Was I talking about dinner? I haven't had dinner yet tonight. I'm thinking about it though. I gotta start cooking at some point. At some point I gotta make the bigos. 4th of July. I make bigos every year. It's always the hit of the party, dude. Whoop. Bigos is a kind of a generalized dish. It roughly translates from Polish as like a hunter's stew. And there's a lot of different ways to cook it, but it's typically kielbasa, sauerkraut, and you know, onions and vegetables, that sort of thing. So it's not like a soup, but it's something that like you can eat cold. Like, you know, you're on the hunt, you got a big bowl of hunter's stew that you can eat cold out in the field, and they call it bigos. Really quite good, and it's really easy to make. My grandmother cooks it Hungarian style, so there's lots of paprika. Paprika, I guess most people say it as. So it's actually kind of spicy. Are you Mexican? I have no Hispanic blood in me. I am all the palest of pale white people. fact, my skin actively tries to make me whiter every single day. I have that same skin disease that Michael Jackson had. That makes me just super white. It never ends. Great. At one point, I knew a fair amount of Spanish. At one point. And then I went to New Hampshire and had to learn French instead. Actually, where I grew up, the neighborhood I grew up, was a predominantly Puerto Rican community. So I learned a lot of Spanish there. Like a lot of my neighbors, they only spoke Spanish. So if I wanted to talk to my neighbors, they'd be like, "Hola, señor." Like, I knew very, very little, and I remember very, very little. But if someone's swearing at me in Spanish, I can kind of be like, "Hey, man, like..." Yeah, that's what I figured. That's what I figured you meant, that you were Mexican. I actually don't know a lot of people that are Mexican. Like, thinking about it now, like, I know a lot of people that are Puerto Rican. I know, like, I have a few friends from college that, from the Dominican Republic. I dated a girl from Brazil. Not that that counts. But, like actual Mexican folks, I don't know. They're just not in the area. We have a much larger Puerto Rican community than we do Mexican. I don't think we have any Mexican in this state. Sucks. Come on. Ooh. There we go. Oh, how'd you get covered in oil, Mr. Man? I hate those guys so much. It's the worst part of the ramparts is getting through, like, this wave. Actually, the Puerto Rican Pride Day is going to be coming up in my hometown. I should really go to that. Holy crap, is that just the best goddamn food on the planet. Whoop. It's always a big contest between who has the better food for my hometown, the Greeks or the Puerto Ricans, and usually the Puerto Ricans win. Usually because it's just way spicier. Yeah, I'm kind of at the same level as you then. I get the gist if I listen to it, but I can barely speak it. Barely anymore. I used to a long time ago. Also helps that I used to work at an amusement park. you kind of have to. At least to some degree. Because you're going to be dealing with a lot of angry mothers that don't speak your language. Alright, we're back at the Black Bridge. And I don't have a build proper for this. This is like the worst build I've had to roll with since I started streaming. Where are we at? Started doing the ice one. Might as well just continue it. You know what? Because the sandals are actually a proper weapon, so I might as well just go with them first. I miss my hometown. I wish I lived in my hometown. I can't afford a house in my hometown. It's the only reason I moved out here. I could actually afford a house in the woods. Oh god, no, 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 you got the damaging aura. Whoa! I know they're stuck in my enemy. I can't get them out. No! Damn it. I'm just gonna kick him to death. It's gonna happen now. This is my life. Kicking the incomplete one in the butt. I'm gonna win this way, too. That's what's gonna happen. Alright, see you later, Alejandro. Thank you for joining in the stream. Hope you had a good time. Next time I stream, I will be updating my Twitter to reflect it. So you can check me out at Orca Theory. There's links all over my YouTube channel to that, so that's the easiest way to get in contact with me. Otherwise, have a good rest of your whatever time zone you're dealing with. I don't know. I don't know where you live. I don't care. Doesn't matter to me as long as you pay your taxes. Oh my god, I'm gonna kick this guy to death. This is the best. I'm having the time of my life. I had the time of my life. I've felt this way before. I swear it's the truth that I kicked you in the butt. Oh my god. I'm assaulting this man's rear just relentlessly. Whoa! Hello. Good jump. Don't tell me where you live, man. I don't care. Actually, I have a good friend who lives in Arizona. She lives just south of Phoenix. Just south of there. Of course, I have connections all over the goddamn country at this point. See, now you're just confusing me. Are you in California or are you in Arizona? You know what? Don't answer that. Doesn't matter. It's not going to keep me up at night for not knowing. Whee! Oh, no, 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 no. I want to kick you in the butt. Kick you in the butt again. Then what are you going to do? I'm going to kick him in the butt. Probably move away from the butt. How am I doing this? I literally have no arrows. How is this occurring? I'm kicking this man to death. How? How? Oh my god. Oh. Well, to the Fog Fjord. Alright, folks. Since Alejandro is leaving us for the evening, and Grudar is gone forever, lost to the sands of time, I'm gonna upgrade a little bit more of this, and I'm gonna be signing off. Haha! So take a look at this build that took down the incomplete one. First try, no warm-ups. I want to thank everybody for joining me today that actually joined me. If you're following this after the fact, these videos on demand will be available typically within 24 hours. So you'll be seeing this tomorrow, July the 3rd of 2017. If I don't see you before July the 4th, to all my American friends, have a wonderful and safe July 4th. Make sure that you practice safe drinking. I don't want to hear about any of you in the page 7 obituaries. If I read your name, I will spend the rest of my life plotting to resurrect your corpse so I can kick the shit out of you. That's the way this is going to work. If you need a ride home, you got Uber, you got taxis, hell, call the cops. And if you live in a good neighborhood, the cops will bring you home. All right, don't take that risk. It's not worth it. I've lost a number of friends and limbs to different accidents of different varieties and types. Don't do it to yourself. All right, my name is Ryan. I am the Orca Theory. I am signing off for the evening. The next time I will be streaming, I will be announcing it via Twitter. You can catch me at Orca Theory. For the future content on this channel will be slow, as I'm just getting settled into my new job, and we'll be focusing on that for a while. But as you start to see new content, I'll be talking about games that have come out within the last 6-7 months or so, as well as planning on some new music critique things. And that's about it. Want to thank everybody else for joining me today. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, you can leave a comment on this video, or you can send me an email. My contact information is on the About side of my channel page. Just check it out. If you need to get in contact with me, it's not that hard. I will see you all later. Bye-bye.